What's going on, people? This is LV Live, and welcome to the LV Live show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Also, too, I want to thank some new subscribers who subscribed to me this week. I truly, truly appreciate it. Also, too, please, if you can, leave comments, man. I want to hear what you guys like, dislike about the show. Also, too, let's keep it G-rated, all right? Listen, let's get straight into it. Sunday night Knicks. We're here to discuss the game today. They lost to the Magic, 110 to 104. This is not that good of a loss, man. Some losses is kind of like, all right, this is a good team. This is a bad loss tonight. Now, it's early in the season, so we're not going to kind of jump off the roof yet. But these are games that you have to win. These are teams that you have to beat. The elite teams of this league, they blow out teams like this at home. They don't really play around. They don't play games with them. They smoke them out the building, out the gym, and get them out of there. So this was a game to me they should have won easily, especially how they played against them Friday night. I think that when you start off a game shooting as many threes as they did, even though they were knocking them down, it's like the gift and the curse, man. You know what I mean? Like with those threes, because you get so excited making them, you think that you can keep on being hot. But if you're off that night, because you're going to have off nights with shooting the three, you got to be able to kind of do some pick and rolls, some bounce passes here and there for some dunks, some layups, shoot some free throws to kind of get your stroke back to where, the threes will be falling. But if you're still chucking them up there and they ain't falling, it's going to be a long night. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what happened tonight. I think that when it comes to Julius Randle, I like his game, man, but sometimes he can be a little bit ball dominant, right? And sometimes if his shot's not falling, he can't just continue to just keep forcing it. You got to start facilitating and looking for people to pass the ball to. Because sometimes when he gets ball dominant, he takes the ball out of guys' hands like Kemba Walker, like Derrick Rose, like Fourier. So those guys really can't get in a rhythm. I mean, Rose got in a rhythm tonight, but it kind of can happen to where those guys you can kind of get lost in it because he's being so ball dominant. He didn't have a good shooting night tonight. He played pretty good defense tonight, but he struggled with his stroke tonight, man. So, he's got to be a little bit better at facilitating and kind of, if you're not hitting your outside shots, then get down that box, man. Get down that box, put your back to the basket, and get busy down there in that Baja. You know what I mean? But if you're struggling, you gotta kind of know the game. You don't just go out there and just force it. You gotta feel how the game is going for that night. The other thing, which is a big part to me, RJ Barrett. I believe, I think he was like 5 for 17 tonight. He had 12 points. He's got to play better, man. He has to play better. In order for this team to go to the next level, he has to become a lot more consistent in his play. He was drafted too high for his stats to be what they are. We're still waiting for him to turn a corner and pretty much take on this next superstar role as being a young player, and he hasn't. He's got to really next summer. He's got to really work on his game, man. I mean, he's got to, because he's so left hand dominant that his right hand he's easy to check. You know what I'm saying? He's easy to check. You already know what he's doing. So if you're the same size as him, he's about 6'7". He's just big guard. If you're about the same size as him, and you're pretty much the same athlete as him, you're a good athletic guy, you can move your feet, he's an easy check, man. He's not hard because he's one-handed. He goes one way. And he's got to get better with his jump shots, just overall game. Like, the way Julius Randle changed his game, like the player that he's become because of what he was before, he wasn't this player before. He really worked on his game to get to the next level. So RJ Barrett's got to do the same thing. He's got to make the same transformation, because if not, the Knicks aren't going to go far at all, because we're not getting what we need to be getting from him. Derrick Rose should not be pouring in and feeling like he's got to step it up and make the shots. When we have a young player who we drafted high, who we have our hopes on, he should be doing that. If Julius Randle's off, Fourier's off, Kemba's off, and let's say Rose is off, Barrett's got to step it up, man. He's got to step it up and start making shots. And that's something he has not done consistently for the time that he's been here in New York. That's something that we really got to fix. But as you saw, the Magic came out ready to go, man. You know what I mean? This is a young man's game. As you saw, Suggs And Anthony in that backcourt, young guys, man. Anthony had like 15 boards today. He was just jumping around, getting rebounds and stuff. He was active. It was hard. A lot of guys couldn't stay in front of him. Same thing with Suggs, active. You know what I mean? Athletic. This is like what I said. Keep on stressing. This is a young man's league. And those young guys can kind of get you kind of keep you in the game. Sometimes they take you out the game, but that's the key to this. You know what I mean? You got to get younger. You know what I'm saying? You got to get younger. And I think the Knicks have that, but that's why I say a person like R.J. Barrett has to step up and really come to the table, man, and really start producing. You know what I mean? In all aspects of the game. But all in all, man, it's just one of those losses that suck. But you know what? We can get back on get back on the winning side. But we got to do it fast because we got Philly coming in this week, and then we got to go out to Chicago. Those are two top tier teams in the East. Chicago got better, adding a lot of key pieces. Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan to go with Zach LaVine. So they're going to be tough in Chicago. And, of course, everyone knows about Philly and Joel Embiid. So we'll see how the Knicks look in these next two games. If they can pull out those victories, that'll be a good look, you know what I mean, for them going forward. But today's a tough loss. Got to take it on the chin and pretty much keep pushing on, man. But I hope they learn from this. Hope they learn. And pretty much, which I'm pretty sure Tibbs is going to do. And that's what they got to do, man, to kind of like, just stay on task and just stay focused, and they should be good to go, man. All right? Listen, this is LV Live. I'm out. I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. Please, once again, hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right? Let's get ready for Tuesday night when we see Philly coming to the Garden. All right? I'm out. Peace.